Hello and welcome to a special ITEC interview here at the Monet with me, John Martin, and a budding international ladies player of the future, Merryn Doidge. Merryn, you started playing rugby at Liscardloo at the age of 7. What first attracted you to play rugby?
So my older brother was playing and I just used to take the ball down, get involved where I could really. So as soon as I was like under 7s, I just jumped in and got stuck in really.
And you found you enjoyed it?
Yeah, Liscardloo was like brilliant. I've made like most of my younger years memories there. Like honestly, couldn't recommend them enough. And like I just got in, enjoyed rugby, and then worked up the levels.
And then you moved on to Newquay Hornets at 13, presumably because they had a team that you could play for.
Yeah, so Liscardloo at the time didn't have a girls set up. So I went down to Newquay, who had a full girls squad at the time. Their coaching was amazing. And then I worked through under 13s, under 15s, did a bit of moving around here and there to get game time. And it was sort of all squad at that time. There was obviously less girls in women's rugby, so I sort of had to join up and play where we could really. But
so when did you realise you were actually pretty good at rugby?
So as when I started getting selected for like Cornwall, South West, and eventually into the England programme, I realised I was all right at rugby. But I hope that I can carry on at the rate I'm going at the moment.
So how difficult is it to get decent coaching? Because there's not many coaches, I suppose, in women's rugby, is there?
There's not many. Obviously, Cornwall's pretty remote, but I'm happy to travel where I can to keep improving, really. But I was last year at Exeter College for 2 years, who were amazing. I had such great coaching there. Now I've moved on to Exeter Uni, where coaching's brilliant. They help me with my academics, training all the time. And obviously Amy Turner's work with the England under-20s, going into training camps where I can, and just keep improving basically.
And now you're playing for Bristol Bears in the Tyrrell's Premiership.
Yeah, the quality of that is really, really being boosted at the moment, and women's rugby is gradually working up the levels. But being at Bristol is great. It's the highest level I could be playing at the moment. So.
And you played for England under-20s last season?
Yeah, I was thrilled to be announced, to be honest. I didn't really expect it, but it was like the most amazing experience. I ended up going to France to play. That was unbelievable. And that year I also got selected for England National Academy, where I played Canada and the USA. So
a great thrill to get an England shirt.
Yeah, amazing. Like I couldn't put it into words, to be honest.
So how do they tell you? Do they ring you up, or do they tell you in person that you've actually been picked?
The squad announcement comes out on our database, like on a email sort of thing. Obviously that's all enclosed, so we're not allowed to say anything until it comes out in the press. But yeah.
So how difficult is it to keep that secret?
Not very. I think we've had a lot of training on how to keep it secret, and obviously it's a privilege to put on the shirt, so you're not going to let anything slip.
So you're part of a gifted and talented scheme here in Cornwall. Tell me about
that. Luckily I was awarded a Young and Talented Cornwall Award just recently. It's basically a grant that helps us athletes in Cornwall just a bit towards travel and getting to where we need to be, gym, everything like that. So that's really, really, really useful.
So it's not a full-time job for you, but it does cost you a lot of money to travel, doesn't it?
Yeah, obviously every sport comes with expenses, but I'm happy to travel where I need to be to keep going with my rugby. But yeah, everything's financial, but that's life really, isn't it?
It is, that's right. So if there's anybody out there who'd like to sponsor you or help you out in any way, you'd be delighted.
Oh, it'd be amazing, yeah. Obviously, I'm supported by Young and Talented, and TAS have been really helpful with support with my physio, welfare, gym, at uni and everything. So it's been really good at the moment, but obviously being down here is...
So where do you actually live? You live here in Cornwall?
Yeah, I live here in Cornwall in Liscard, but I'm currently away at Exeter Uni, so studying at the moment.
You play fullback, so which current players do you look up to as a fullback?
Danielle Waterman is one of my real inspirations. Obviously, me playing in the Tyrrell's Premiership is great, and I've had the opportunity to play against her. So after the match, sometimes we'll catch up and talk about rugby, which is great. Also, Emily Scarrett, who's obviously been awarded World's Women's Rugby Player, she's a great inspiration to me. And both of them have such unique playing styles. It's just like what I want to be like.
So you look up to them and hope to be like them in the future.
Yeah.
So you've obviously got very supportive parents. Who else has helped you on the road?
Many of people, my family, my friends, my boyfriend, old, current, past, coaches, Amy Turner with the help, and Joe Yap and all of those lot at the RFU. Who else?
Lots of people obviously helped you along the way.
Yeah.
And you've got an England trial coming up this season?
So yeah, unfortunately I've been injured for the most of the summer, so it's been really gutting, but I've been rehabbing really well, and I've come back stronger, hopefully, and yeah, hoping to go into the trial and smash it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, well, best of luck in that, and all the best for the future in what you do.
Thank you.
It's Merryn Doidge, a future player for England. She's under 20, and she's hoping to get in the England squad again this season.